Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today we'll be discussing some of the other items that walked in this week. It's been a bit crazy, but it's all good. So I might as well get rid of this first. So, not something I've had before. It's an early regimental t-shirt for the Toronto Scottish. It's 100% cotton, so it's really small. It wouldn't fit me. It wouldn't even fit me when I was in the regiment, but whatever. So, you can see the sleeves. They got the knit sleeves there. Why do I believe this is wartime? Because of the Rampant lion. And I had a helmet for the Toronto Scottish at one time that had a Rampant lion on. And that was the symbol they used during World War II. So I'm pretty sure that this is World War II. Maybe it's just post-war, but it's really hard to get and not common at all. So that's pretty cool. Nothing on the back. No tag left. It's been worn out. But you know what? That's a really nice t-shirt. Not incredibly rare. You got to get the right person for it, but I have a sneaky feeling that one or two people who know me when they see this will call me right away. So there's that. A hate belt, but it's not a hate belt. So this is a strap that's been converted into a belt. You can see where it's been restitched here, right there. It's been restitched, which is fine. That's what they did. And then you get a bunch of, and it's Maker Mark broad arrowed on the back, 1915, ME & Co. So it's a British strap, which is fine. But you get some Canadian and British badges on there. So obviously we have Fusilier Regiment, we have Horse Guards, Australian Commonwealth Forces, Worcestershire, there you go, Bugs Bunny, machine gun, British Artillery, PPCLI, Egypt Collar, and the Welsh Guards. So, you know what? Normally I don't bother with these. This has been on here forever. You can see the verdigris on the back and even on the front. It's not like someone's taken this and soaked it in the bog or whatever to try and pass it off as real after aging it and changing badges. This is right. So it's just more stuff, but I'm going to get it listed, photoed and listed, and see what happens. So there's that. So that's cool. Something else. World War I British. I'll carefully open the snap because they will break eventually. There you go. Wire cutters. 1917 dated. Right there. And they open right up, of course, like that. So these are the wire cutters for them. And they're marked twice, actually, right there. As I show the other way. There you go. And there's that. And then you get the pouch. 1917 dated, so that's nice because they're matching. For all those people who collect PO8 kit who think that kit was issued matching sets, they weren't, period. You went in, drew your webbing, here's your webbing, go put it together and see you later. They weren't going, oh, well, it's not the right color of shade of green or whatever. Here's your stuff, get in the field. It's no different than World War II. You didn't get matching webbing. You know, if you got it directly out of stores, brand new, and you're friends with a guy in QM, great. Other than that, you got what you were given, and it's no different than today. When I was in the Army, yes, I was in the Army. You got issued your webbing. They weren't going, oh, here's all a nice, pretty set. Here's a set. Go put it together. Goodbye. Here's a manual, even. Goodbye. Go do it yourself. They didn't care. If you broke something, you got a replacement part. They still didn't match, but that's the way it worked. So for all those wanting a matching set of PO8 or P37 or whatever, that's not the way it works. But whatever, if you're happy, that's all that matters. So there's that. World War I. Tropical jacket, sorry. So, see the back, standard, instead of a seam down the middle like they use in World War II. Also, you can see the pockets. The pockets are different in World War II compared to World War I. I didn't even check to see if this is marked inside, truthfully. It's duck cotton. It's been there, done that. It's easier to sell the stuff as is than mess about, but I did not check to see if there's any markings. You got the shell dressing pocket right there, which is standard. There is no markings. Any markings are long gone and worn out. There's a tiny little number in the collar, but it's partially obscured, so I can't give you the full number and tell you what unit or person's name was. But there's a World War I tropical jacket, so I'll get that photo and listed as soon as possible. Then we have this really nice Feldgrau Mutz. So it's standard Prussian artillery. It's very nice, right? And then we look inside, and there's a tag sewn in. So we look at the tag, and it says Gefreiter. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because I'll murder it. 3rd Platoon Pioneer Artillery Regiment 6 Battery. That's nice. I do buy these when I find them. This one's not all messed up. Usually they're mothed or whatever, beaten to hell, because these were worn in the field. This one has a little tear there, whatever. It is what it is. It's the way I got it. So very nice Mutz. Not crap, that's for sure. So that'll be get listed as soon as we can. Last but not least, a pair of jump boots. So I don't think they're World War II. You could be dishonest and remove the inside label, which I will show you, and pass them off as World War II. Why bother? But that's what people do. And hey, if this video, if someone buys these and then they turn around and rip the tag out and someone sees this video, they'll know these were the boots and that someone ripped them off. So that's a good thing. So showing them, here we go. Standard sole, it's good. It's got the angle sole, which is good. They're standard jump boots, nicely laced. They're not perfect. They're a human size, which is unusual. Normally they're Smurf, because guys back then were small because they survived through the Depression and they didn't have a lot of food. They weren't tall like they are now. They weren't wide in the shoulders like they are now. That didn't exist. So, well, it did, but it was a rarity. What's nice about this, of course, I'll show you the other one, is that inside is a tag sewn into the tongue, and it says Kodiak, made in Canada. So as I try and get a picture of that, and there you go, and it says Kodiak, made in Canada. Kodiak became Greb, who absorbed them, I believe, in the 50s, and then they just called them Greb. So not something you find every day. They're very nice jump boots. They certainly weren't cheap. They're not destroyed. They're not messed up. They are what they are. They're not perfect, but you know what? They're a pair of jump boots, so you can put them on with a display in World War II and no one would know the difference, as long as you don't rip the tag out and pass them off as World War II, because I don't believe they're exactly World War II. I believe they're late 40s, very early 50s. But they're still a pair of jump boots. They're not something you find every day. So anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for looking. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out the website because we constantly list stuff. So hope you have a good day. Take care. Bye.